I'm
Well,
always
I'm
the
Drams from dividends. What do you guys have? I have Buffalo Trace today.
I got the Brook Laddie,
the classic Laddie.
The classic Laddie. Did I tell you boys, do you know what? I got big plans for this Saturday. Do you know what I'm doing?
Oh, do tell.
Saturday.
I am going for a kilt fitting because I am a groomsman at a Scottish wedding.
Nice.
So I got to go get my kilt.
I did not get the invite from the Scotsman for the wedding.
Different
This
Scotsman.
is not that Scotsman.
Not our mutual Scotsman.
No, not our mutual Scotsman.
Fair enough. So basically, a kilt fitting is, don't they just like use bobby pins and hold it together?
I have no idea. I assume I'm just supposed to get drunk and show up.
Sounds.
If that's not what's supposed to happen, then some people are going to be a little upset.
I think I poured myself a little light one here.
Oh.
How about you, Mr. Mechanic? What do you got there?
Old granddad. No, that's not me.
You got an old fashioned again, eh?
Yeah, the little orange spritz in here with the old granddad. You guys never let me finish my old granddad story. Is that it's super good. It's high quality, good. It's from Buffalo Trace.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you scratching your face for?
Yeah,
we might have to. I might be wrong.
Let's find out, shall we?
Anyway, it's good bourbon for $30, and you can make. It's good for making cocktails. Because you don't need to use your $60 bourbons to make cocktails. You want to use a good well bourbon that has nice flavors, that's nice to drink to make cocktails.
Correction. It's from Jim Beam.
Oh, is it?
Also a maker of fine bourbons.
I think they sold it. I think it got transferred recently.
Jeez, no. That claim is unsubstantiated.
Unsubstantiated.
So you guys want to talk about the Doge King?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh my God. Okay, can I have a little rant here?
Okay, first tell the people who the Doge King is.
So Elon Musk just decided, we're going to date this episode, but he decided whatever it was yesterday that Tesla will no longer take payment in Bitcoin.
May 12th.
Bitcoin is bad for the environment. May 12th, he decided. Yeah, so whatever, a couple days ago. Here's the thing. He's been manipulating people for a lot longer than this. Do you remember when he made flamethrowers because he needed cash and he sold them to a whole bunch of idiots who wanted flamethrowers? He knows that he can manipulate you to do what he wants. So he creates Tesla, he creates his Dogecoin, he buys a bunch of Bitcoin to pump up the stock. He knows that he has such an influence that he'll be able to manipulate markets in different asset classes to move things, to generate money for him to work on his projects. If you've ever actually listened to the man speak, he's a mad scientist and he's just trying to do cool shit. And he doesn't care about anybody else or anything other than doing cool shit. It's why I've never believed in Tesla. The only reason he started Tesla is because he wanted to do cool shit. Instead of making the cars better, he programmed the cars so that he could have them all do an electronic ballet. I'm not saying what he's doing isn't cool. I'm just saying he's manipulating you at a very regular interval.
It's not often I watch my own YouTube channel, but I'm going to watch this to see 5 more minutes of the accountant ranting.
He reminded me of some of the classic ranters in Canadian history right there. Who's the guy with the hair?
The hair. Rex Murphy?
Yeah, Rex Murphy.
Rex Murphy? Yeah. He does awesome rants. Awesome rants on the CBC. Shout out, Rex. Keep going, because I don't know if I have much opinion on this topic.
So you don't agree that he doesn't just manipulate different markets?
What's that thing he did with the Tesla stock? Like a year ago?
Well,
wasn't there some short or something on the Tesla stock that he tried to manipulate? Did something,
but the same as he bought a whole bunch of Bitcoin on Tesla and pumped Bitcoin price. He created Dogecoin as a joke, but everybody knows that anything he does, a whole bunch of people will latch on to. Well, how much did he hold in Dogecoin that magically had this big market cap, and now he can cash out, grab a bunch of funds that he needed to fund whatever his next mad scientist colonizing Mars project is. I'm not saying he's a bad guy. He's incredibly smart. He's figured out that he can manipulate the masses of people to get him money to do whatever crazy project he's decided he wants to do that day.
You know, and I don't understand it. It's like he's just like the head doge of the tech bros, which you also have opinions about.
Yeah, he is. He's just the head of a bunch of tech bros who just do crazy, insane shit, and people follow them blindlessly. And okay, cool. None of these things make money, but a whole bunch of people will pump money into it, jack up the stock price. They'll benefit, and then they can go do their mad science projects somewhere else.
So why aren't you just following along and then exiting before?
Because I don't try to speculate that heavily.
Oh, says the guy that you, yeah. Well,
But what if you know what's happening? Why don't why don't you get in there if you the first?
Well,
Can't you be the first guy to hear what he
me?
says? No, of course we don't.
I want to.
See, that's the thing is, do you disagree with me that he has not just figured out how if he needs cash for a project, he can do something to just generate himself cash?
Okay.
Okay.
There's been market influencers all along, right? So let's just accept the fact that his position in industry and his popularity gives him the ability to influence markets. But that's not a new thing.
No, not really, right?
There's nothing.
No, but this is I guess the difference here is that it's on a memes, Twitter, TikTok scale, as opposed to it used to just be on a Wall Street scale. There was influencers on Wall Street who would manipulate things behind the scenes, and your general public didn't really know what was going on.
So two problems there. Social media is one.
Yeah.
Right. And the fact that too many people are DIYing now and reacting to social media.
Yeah.
And so what we're talking about here is a person, but we're talking about a sphere of influence that's always existed, but now that it's like immediate, right away, boom, something goes on social media and it impacts millions and millions of people globally.
Yeah.
Isn't that what the underlying discussion is? Is that person shouldn't have that kind of power, but social media gives it to them?
Yeah, I mean, nobody should have that kind of power, I guess.
I tweet things all the time, but it doesn't move markets.
But you just got to get better at being a tweeter.
Yeah, I kind of just like Tweeter and the Monkey Man, but that's just a good song.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, well, okay, so you guys didn't really respond to me there. Is that I'm kind of paralleling it with, a guy goes on social media and says, and makes it, okay, so
I guess here's the thing. It's not.
Let me finish.
Okay, fine.
He goes on there and tweets that not buying Bitcoin anymore because it's too expensive to mining. All of a sudden, he's got a conscience about the cost of mining. But this is coming from a guy that makes enclosed electrical devices that are batteries, or like the Tesla wall, or all these things. I'm like, is there not a play in there going, well, but you know how I can supply electricity for mining that'll be cheaper?
You've hit the nail on the head.
I think so, right?
There's
an ulterior motive.
Is calculated.
Yep.
It's all calculated, and if you think it's not, you're an idiot. Because it's calculated. He knows exactly what he's doing. He knew when he bought the Bitcoin that he was going to do that months later, and then he was going to come out with some new green renewable energy source that he wants to pump in order to make Bitcoin mining more environmentally sensitive.
Go ahead, economist. I cut you off. Well, you cut me off, but you can go now.
I was just going to say, you were saying, it's not his fault.
No,
he has this platform. He's just taking advantage
he's incredibly
of it.
smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And whether he deserves it or not, it doesn't really matter. He has it.
But I agree with the accountant that through cunning, planning, intelligence, opportunity, given that power, a very intelligent person can use it for their purposes.
Yep.
Right. I don't want to say nefarious because I don't think anything is nefarious, but it's just for their purposes.
I want to make that very clear. I don't think it's nefarious. I think people just need to realize he's got his own agenda.
Yeah.
And he's got things that are good for the world that he wants to do.
Yep.
And when he needs money to fund them, he finds a way to fund them by taking his influence and making his influence whatever he needs it to be to get what he needs to get projects done.
Tell our listeners what nefarious means.
With a hidden agenda that is, no, I don't know. Negative's not quite the right word.
This is on YouTube, so it's not really our listeners. But
oh yeah, tell our watchers what nefarious. It's wicked or criminal intentions.
Yes, exactly.
It's a fun word.
Not criminal, but wicked intentions.
Or criminal. Fun word.
Fun word. It's a good word. It's a good word. Yeah. Don't ask me how to spell that. This isn't a spelling bee, but I do know what it means. I think the real takeaway for me on this is that with my assets and my investments and with some money in crypto as well, as we've talked about, and I'll admit that, is that I don't get wrapped up in what people who can move markets talk about.
Should you?
No, exactly. No, I don't think I should.
Why not?
Bitcoin,
then you might be ahead of the market.
It never lasts.
But Bitcoin dropped like 10 grand in the last few days.
So you should have sold when he said it and bought today.
No, I don't care. I don't care. I don't pay attention to that. Remember? Circle of concern, circle of influence. Circle of concern, circle of influence.
Is he doing that right?
Yeah, of course I am. But we're talking about Musk's like circle of influence is out here, and his circle of concern is in here. He's got it backwards. He's got the circles backwards, and people don't realize that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Old Granddad says hi.
There you go.
Well, we appreciate the rant.
Tontine. Finally.
Good to talk to you, boys.
Very well, boys. Till next time.
Like, subscribe.
More rants coming. I'll see other things that get me upset, and then we'll talk about those.